Hey guys, how are you? Julie Salva here, Stamp and Chime with Julie Salva, and it is time for Terrific Tuesdays. 2 cards, 2 o'clock on Tuesday. It is not hard to remember, but I will keep on saying it because I feel like, it takes a minute, right? So, okay, so you guys, I got new glasses. Have you seen? They look very much like my old glasses, I know. But I got new ones, and I don't know about you guys. Like, I've had eye things since 3rd grade. Honestly, if I were on Little House on the Prairie, I would be Mary Ingalls. That is me. And back on the prairie, I'm certain I would be at the blind school. But you know how it is when you get a new pair of glasses, like it takes a minute for your eyes to get used to them. So I'm kind of like easing them in. So I've had a little bit of a headache. You know how that goes. So anyway, so I got my new glasses. Anyway, just thought I'd tell you because I don't know, you're friends. So, okay, so here's what we've got for Tuesday at 2 o'clock. Terrific Tuesday. I've got 2 cards that I am going to show you. There's no anything. It's just fun. It's just a time to be here, and I'm going to show you 2 cards I designed. I will tell you, though, I do have some commercial interruptions, so you can expect those because I want to show you it's last call for the Stamp and Shine Card Club this month. So I want you to see those. I want you to see some of the projects that I have more sneak peeks for the Great North American Stampin' Show mini retreat. So I want to show you a little bit more with that. So I do have, like I said, commercial interruptions. So with that though, let's get going. I need to get my computer pulled up here. So I was doing some training earlier today with my my buddy Rhonda Wade, and I'm a guest speaker for her training this week. And Rhonda shared, she's like, Julie is not tech savvy. And then she paused and she said, she is not tech savvy. And you guys know this. You guys know this. So you know what's getting ready to happen, right? I'm getting ready to stand up, flip the camera, turn it down, because the press the button and know how to do things is still just beyond me. So anyway, so let's get ready. Let's go. So flip the camera. All right. Move it down so that you guys get a glimpse of my desk. Let me move it down a little bit more. I wonder, can I do this? No. All right, moving it down. I think that looks pretty good. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Okay, that's where we're going to be. Just so you know, Finley is underneath my desk on my feet. Fiona's back at the door behind me, so if there's any barking or anything, Fiona loves getting under the desk and then sticking her nose in my lap, so that's always a bit disconcerting. So anyway, okay, so I see you guys saying hi. Hi, Susan, Christine, Leanne. I have my computer over here to my left so I can see some comments, and I might be able to see them here. I don't know. Anyway, okay, this is my question. I'm going to show the column card first. I'm going to do that one first, and then I'm going to save for second the card that I discovered accidentally. I thought I made a mistake, and you guys have probably seen it. I'm worried I might have hyped it up a little too big, but I don't know. I was excited about it. I guess when I hyped it up telling you guys I had invented something, you guys are probably, some of y'all are going to be like, you didn't invent anything, Salva. We've known all about that. So just humor me, okay? Humor me. Okay, column card, here we go. So the column card is using one of my new super fun things that I love. It is the Christmas Tags and More Specialty Designer Series paper. Love it. I love it. And I think you will too at the end of this. This is actually something that's coming in the Stamp and Shine Card Club this month. You're going to get a full pack of it. You're going to get a spool of red ribbon. You're going to get a pack of the Dear Dots, DSP, and you're getting a couple bonuses because I want to show you a couple extra projects. So anyway, if you're interested in that, I'll have the link. You can do the Stamp and Shine Club once a month, or you can subscribe to it, and the price is a little bit different depending on what you choose. One reason I love this Tags and More DSP, though, is because it's got these punch outs. I am such a fan now of these die cut punch outs. I love them. So it has 3 sheets, two of each. I think it has 3. I know it has more than 1. So maybe should have been professional, pulled these out ahead of time, but I didn't. I will show you this too. One sheet that it has is a sheet all of tags. So how cute is that? I mean, you've got your gingham on the backside, but you can just cut those tags out, and now you've got a bunch of tags, right? So I think that's pretty special too. So, yeah, good. Here's another. No, that's a card. Anyway, we'll find it. So I think that these are great though, and I really do like them quite a bit. So I'm going to set this aside because we're going to use it. So let me show you how to make this column card. And maybe you already know, but if you don't, I hope that you enjoy it. So we have cut a piece of real red cardstock to 5.5 by 9 3/4. Okay, 5.5 by 9 3/4. So you're going to want to go on and do that. Now, the thing with the column card, hi Pam from Michigan, Betty, Joe, Joan, you guys, it's like old friend week here. I love it. This is not going, it's going to take some cardstock, okay? Because you're only going to be able to get one out of it. So this is a special card for people, okay? But you've cut it to 5.5 by 9 3/4. Now you're going to score. And my Not Sexy tool is coming in key, and I'm going to tell you why. My scoring blade has flown off somewhere and disappeared into the abyss. Thus far, I have not been able to find it. But did you know that your Take a Pick tool has a little scoring blade attachment? And so this has come in super handy for me. So I am going to score right now at 1 3/4. Oh, move that. I still park the dark. Okay. 1 3/4. I do have to apply a little bit more pressure if I'm using this, but it works well. See, you can see this. Well, maybe you can't, but I can. Okay, 1 3/4, 2 3/4. These are easy scores, by the way, for the column card. 2 3/4, 4.5. Okay. Easy, easy. And 5.5. That is not a pleasant sound that it's making, though, is it? I knew Jen would say something about the non-sexy items. If you're new to this, I have a whole list. Stella, please, you're good. I'm glad you're here. I have a whole list of products that I call the non-sexy products because they are the products that no one really wants to buy, but you're glad you have them. Kind of like our unmentionables that ladies have. So the non-sexy products, like I'm super glad for granny wear. Okay, I digress. The silicone mat, Take a Pick tool, the foam mat, a bone folder, all the different adhesives. So yeah, non-sexy. So I've done my scoring here. Now, set this aside. What I'm going to do is go on and take a bone folder and just fold these in, okay? I know a lot of times we talk about, Mountain Valley, but for these, I'm just folding them all in, okay? And I think you can see how that's going to work, right? So you can see easily that score just goes, I mean, look how, this is super, super easy. It is a easy, easy fold with a big wow, okay? Now, I am going to decorate it. So I've got some DSP. So these are the dimensions for the Designer Series paper. That's the abbreviation for DSP that you're going to use. I've already cut it. So, and just grab the pattern that you want. So I've cut this to 2 3/4 by 5 1/4, and that's going to be adhered there. Okay. I have cut a coordinating piece to 3/4 by 5 1/4, and that's going to be adhered here. And then one final coordinating piece I've cut to 1.5 by 5 1/4. So let me go on and adhere these so we can get this part done. Now, one thing you'll notice when I'm adhering is that the largest one, I'm going to turn it this way because I like that green pop there on the plaid. I really do love this plaid. Let's go in there. Then these, and I like to fold it in, okay, because I can see exactly where they're going. So this piece is going to go there. So I'm just going to flip it. See? So I would have had to flip this over and kind of play around, but by doing my scoring a little bit ahead of time, I can tell exactly where pieces are going to go. So that one's going to go there. And then I know that the 3/4 inch piece is going to go right beside it. Now, you might be asking yourself, Julie, normally you put your adhesive on the Designer Series paper. Why did you put it just a minute ago directly on the red cardstock? I don't know. It was a mistake. don't know why I did it. Okay, but see how that looks now when you fold it in? I'm telling you, people look at some fun folds and they're like, oh, it's so hard, I can't do it. And I'm here to tell you, if I can do it, you can do it. So I'm going to take some tear and tape. Now, you guys know I do like tear and tape. Non-sexy, right, Jen? I do like it, though, because I am able to manipulate cardstock in a way it's not meant to be designed, and the adhesive never comes off. All right? So let me ask you guys this. Do y'all like tear and tape, or do you find it cumbersome? What are your thoughts on tear and tape? I'll wait. Okay, so this is another little piece of the Take a Pick tool. This is my little pick that I like to use, and since I have my scoring blade in, I just have this sitting out. I'm just using it by hand. Okay, Jen says it is non-sexy, but absolutely useful. Absolutely correct, Jen Drake. Now, easiest way to do this here is just take this, line it up, and boom. Then you can take your bone folder to really adhere it good and stick that bone folder right down in there, and boom. And then you kind of just fold the card down, because this card fits inside an envelope, okay? And there's nothing difficult about the mailing of the card. So we've got this done. Stella likes tear and tape, especially for ribbon. Yeah, we got big tear and tape fans here, all right? Awesome. So if you are new to tear and tape, give it a try, because it's amazing. Okay, so I have cut this out of the Traditions of Christmas, or Traditional Labels stamp set. I've shown it, I think, every week for like 3 or 4 weeks. And it is an add-on. I'm using it again this month in Stamp and Shine Club, and you're using it in the Great North American Stampin' Show mini retreat. So you're going to get a lot of use out of it. And I will tell you, I think even the class that Stampin' Up! Is doing, the craft along with them, I think it uses it as well. So I'm going to go over here to these dies now. Now, the sample that I did, I used the ornament because I liked it, and I had it left. But I think today I'm going to go a little bit different. And I think that I'm going rogue. Buckle up, people. I really like these bells. I like them. I think they're going to look good. So I'm going to take the bells. Let's see how this looks. Okay, this might be, I don't think it will be, though. Yo, I'm just playing now. That's what the fun thing is with these dies. Yes. I love it. Do you see how that, just putting that little banner, pop that bells out? Before, when I just had the bells there, they kind of hid in there, right? So that's something. That's a little stamping lesson for you. If you are stamping something or using something and you're like, that kind of, it's just lost, put a little banner behind it. Give it a little color, a little pop, okay? So I've got that. I've got my bells here. I think I'm going to use dimensionals for those bells and pop those up. And then, you know what this is, right? It is my weekly look for the dimensionals session. This is the portion. Yeah, Stella, I do too. Thank you. All right, I'm going to use dimensionals. I'm going to pop them up. Okay. So this is done, but I want a little bit of a sentiment here, a little something. So I'm going to put the bells lower. Yep. I like that. And then I am going to take these stamps. I'm going to take a scrap. By the way, I have this on my desk. It is just a plastic bag with scraps. And it is so valuable to me, because I can't tell you the number of times I reach, because I'm like, oh, I want a scrap. I need a scrap. And they're right here. So it just a little tip for you. Have your scrap bag handy. I'm going to grab the real red, and I think that I will use the word Mary. Now, I have already, by the way, cut this out. This is a dyed image. By the way, if you have fingernails and you have a hard time picking things up, look at here. This is so helpful, okay? But I've already cut that, so I'm going to, well, obviously I'm using it. So let's find Mary. I've used Mary. Here it is. I've used it a lot. And I'll grab a little block. You know, my trick to picking up these photopolymers is to pick them up with the block. I find that helps keep them straight. Nice. That's some good stamping. Y'all, I'm going to tell you something. Okay, let's think about this. We're going to math, all right? And you buckle up, better grab a calculator because I'm not great at mathing either. But I was just thinking, okay? I was thinking, all right, so I do the Great North American Stampin' Show every week. So that's one, okay? Then, all right, I'm gonna fussy cut this Mary out, just so y'all know. So let's do that while we're talking. Then I do Tuesdays, Terrific Tuesdays. So that's 2 more, okay? So that's 3 videos a week, 3 different projects a week that you guys can watch if you want to, if you find value in it. I know I'm not the best stamper out there. I am well aware of that. But I do think it's fun. I think we have fun. So that's 3 times 4 weeks. That's 12. Then I do the free class every month, which this month is Thursday. And I'm going to show you that. So that's 4 more projects. So that's 16. Wow. That is 16 projects a month that I show you guys for free. That's no wonder I'm a better stamper. My word. Okay, so I've cut out Mary and trimmed it. I am a better stamper. Guys, there you go. When you ask yourself, how can I get better? It's going to be stamp more. Okay, I will grab my little mini dimensionals here, and I'll use my little pokey thing that comes with the take a pick tool because that's how I like to do it. And we're almost done. We're almost done. I am going to show you a little bonus with this project, though, that you may choose to do. Yay. Stella, you know what? I'm going to send you this. I'm going to send you this card because you were supportive when you're like, oh, I love the bells. Look at that. That's cute. So Stella, I think I have your address, but if I don't, just shoot it to me as a Facebook DM. That's one thing I've decided to do, is mail these cards out to people who watch because, I mean, they just sit 9 times out of 10 if I don't. I've got plenty of other cards to mail out. Now, before I put this on, I'm going to flip this over. This is kind of a bonus. You can like just send this card like this, but then you're like, well, where am I going to write anything? What am I going to do? So I did cut down a piece of white. Cut it down to 5 1/4 by 4. And that's going to go on the back. Okay. And then, scoot that over a little bit. Yeah. You can take any message that you want. Okay. Any message that you want. 'Tis the season, just for you. I mean, whatever you want to do. I think I'll do Season's Greetings. That's an easy one to stamp. So, Stella, since I'm sending this to you, I hope you like Season's Greetings because it's getting ready to get stamped. Okay. And I'm just going to stamp that right here. A better stamper would have done the stamping before they adhered, but we made it work, didn't we? And then, because this is so fun with all of these little dies, what if I put, yeah, there we go. I just put that, oh, cute, cute, cute. Okay, so I'm just going to put that up there. I'm telling you, these punch-out dies, they are so fun. And when you get a full pack of this, that's good stuff. So now Stella can sign it on the back, and we will put our sentiment on here. And I'm going to use tear and tape for that too, because I'm only adhering half of it. If you adhere all of it, guys, what happens? Correct. You have just glued your card shut. So we don't want to do that. Okay, so there's some tear and tape there. And yep, that's going to work. You can put that right there. Oh, so cute. One final thing. The dots, the deer dots. These are great. And if you see them, you might be like, those are the only colors, but your red is hidden up there. I'm actually going to use garden green, though. Poor Stella. I'm making this card, I'm sending it to you, and I'm choosing all the colors. You have no input whatsoever. Oh, she says it's perfect. Good. Okay, so I'm just going to put, I think, a medium and a small. This one comes in 2 sizes. I'm just going to put it there. I think it get lost down here. Stella can adjust it if she needs to. All right, so there's our card, Mary, and we're going to send it Season's greetings on the back. Hi, Stella, you're the best. But actually, you know what I will do? I don't know about, if you guys ever get a card from me, what I have, I had these Post-it notes made, and they said, thank you so much for your order. Stella, you didn't place an order, but you get the idea. Please pass this card along and brighten someone else's day. So, Stella, you can keep the card if you want, or I will put this right here, and I will tell you, Stella, using my Stampin' Up! Pen, XOXO, Julie. There we go. So, column card. Easy peasy. I hope that you guys create lots and lots of these column cards, because it's been on my list. Like, I want to learn how to do it, and I just haven't done it. So you guys make me try these things that I'm not accustomed to doing. So there is project 1. Let me go on and get rid of the trash here. Okay. All right. It is time. It is time for me to show you commercial break. Commercial break. I mentioned that this is my card club this month. So let me go on and show you card club projects. Now, tomorrow's the last day that you can join card club this month. Okay. So this is one of the bonus projects. You are going to get a card base. That's all this is. You've seen me do this before, but you're going to get a card base so that you can make your own. And then you're going to get a matching envelope, and the matching envelope is going to be used to make a cute gift card holder. So I'm going to have directions for both of these. These are bonus projects this month for Card Club. Okay. Honestly, you could count that one as a bonus one too. Then you have 4 cards. You will send, you'll make 8. So 2 of each. Card number 1, card number 2 with the belly band. Okay. Card number 3, love. Okay. And card number 4 went somewhere. 1, 2, 3. That's not it. Where's card number 4? Guess what, folks? Card number 4 is going to be a surprise for you. It's done. I don't know where it went. It's going to be a surprise. Anyway, so that's what we've got. Okay, so if you're interested in Stamp and Shine Club, I will have the links. All right, project number 1, going to Stella. It is now time for me to teach you my mistake project. The mistake project. You guys, sit down. I have so many. This project, you're going to go, ah! I mean, you are going to wow at so many parts of this. You really are. And if you don't, well, I did the best I could. Okay. All right. So let me start here. This is not the wow. This is just the base. Okay. 5.5 by 8.5, just a regular card base. Oh, thank you, Kathy. Kathy loves my nails. All right. So I'm just going to fold it in half. Okay, we know we can score if we want to. If you want to score, you're going to score it for 1 1/4. We know I don't, because why? I'm lazy. All right. Okay, let me show you one thing that you're going to love. I have been wanting to show you guys this for just the longest time, but this is not my discovery. Okay, this is just something that is amazing. So if you remember back months ago, I showed you a mini messages hybrid folder where when you ran it through the Big Shot, all sorts of messages came out, and so all sorts of sentiments that you could have, and you could just keep them in a bag. In fact, this is the bag, remember? So you just stamped it, you inked up the stamp in one color, and then you ran it through, and all of these different sentiments came out, all right? All right, I want to make sure you hadn't missed this, because Stampin' Up! Has done the same thing for Christmas sentiments. It is called Mini Merry Messages, or if it's not called that, it's called something else. Some Christmas words, Christmas, maybe, what do I know? No, I don't know. Christmas something, I'll post it. But look, I have run it through gold metallic paper. You cut a piece of gold metallic paper to 6 by 6, or any paper really. Then the hybrid part is this. So you have an embossing folder that you can use in and of itself. Okay, and I'm going to show you what that would look like. Okay, it works just like a regular embossing folder. Okay, and that's it on Secret C. Okay, this is it on gold. Look at that. Just the embossing folder. Okay, isn't that beautiful? All right. Oh, Dawn, thank you. Okay, but now look. If you use the hybrid, which means you put the corresponding die cut plate in the embossing folder and it lines up, okay? Look here. Look at here, look at here, look at here. Look at all of the Christmas words. This is not the thing that you're going to be most impressed with, although very impressive. Look at all the Christmas words that you now have. Oh, that's fun. You've got season's greetings. You have holly and jolly. I mean, you guys, I love them. Merry and bright. Dear Santa. Merry Christmas. And then for my friends across the sea, Helen Broxop, this is for you. Happy Christmas. I think that's what they say in England. And then you've got small ones. Let it snow with love, cheer. I mean, you guys, I love this. I love these hybrid embossing folders. And I'm not going to lie, because they scared me for a while. So if somebody can find the name of that and put it in the chat, that would be awesome. Oh, Betty did it already. The Christmas words hybrid. Okay. So thank you, Betty. So you have all of these. And just so you can see, I did it another time with Old Olive. So that's the Merry and Bright with the Old Olive. And then you can even, if you want to, I mean, this is like advanced, you can ink up your folder and then do it. And then you would have some ink on your sentiments. So I'm just telling you, I mean, it's quick, it's easy, it's cute. That meets all my criteria. Okay. All right. I'm really nervous now because I don't know if you guys are going to be as impressed with this as I was. So, y'all know, especially those of you, good, Carrie. Okay, especially those of you who are demonstrators. All right, you know that this paper is sold out until the traditions of Christmas. Okay. It's sold out until like mid-November, which is fine. You'll still be able to make cards with it, okay? It's not a big deal. It's just sold out for a little bit, okay? But this is not sold out. This is the Keeping Traditions kit. This is actually the kit that we're using in the Great North American Stampin' Show mini retreat. And I mean, this is all I have left, okay? You will use so much of it. The paper is almost identical. The only difference is that the paper is, or at least I thought, the only difference is that the paper doesn't have like the gold metallic accents the way that the regular Designer Series paper does. But I was like, okay, that's okay. But I discovered there's another difference. There's another difference. This scrapbook paper, Jennifer Vanderwecken, listen, I'm sending you a card in Canada, Jennifer. You don't even have to say nice stuff. It's happening. Okay, I'm sending you a card to Canada. All right. The scrapbook paper doesn't have a solid core. Okay, what that means is that our cardstock dyed all the way through. All right, it's red, it's red, it's red. Scrapbook paper does not have a solid core. It has a white core. Okay, and so I didn't know that. So when I ran this piece of Designer Series paper through, I used a piece of the scrapbook paper from the kit. Okay, it's got the plaid on the back and the little dots there. And it came out and I'm like, it's messed up. Like it's got this white in it. I don't like that. But then I thought, well, wait a minute. And so I grabbed my handy dandy sanding block. By the way, I just got this at the grocery store. It has 4, what is the word? 4, I guess, consistencies. Like this is a hard sand. This is not quite as hard. This is not hard at all. This is gentle. This is what I'm going to use. And I thought, let's see what happens. So look, everything is turning white. Well, really, it looks almost like a cloud cover. So those times that you're like, I got to do heat embossing, that's a lot. That's a lot of heat embossing. I don't want to do that much heat embossing. Don't. Do what I did. Come on, Noelle. I need that end to pop. Just use your sanding block and look at that. Look at that. You guys, I discovered it by accident. If you don't know about it, I expect you to call it the Salva for the remainder of your days. If you do know about it, humor me. Just humor me. Coarseness, that's the word. Betty said in all caps, brilliant. Yay! So any of the scrapbooking paper has the white core. 4 sides with sanding ability. Coarseness, I think, is the word. You guys, I mean, so excited about that. So excited about that. So anyway, that's that. Now, of course, I have to go on and make the card, but I feel as if I need a moment of silence for you guys to be like, oh my gosh, that was so good. So I'm going to give you that moment right now. All right. I'm picturing you in your places of residence or work or wherever you are saying, oh my gosh, that was so good. Perfect. We're done. It's the salva. Okay. So let's go back. Let's finish the card now. All right. So I'm going to go on and adhere. So you guys, yeah, I used to have one of those that Stampin' Up! Did too. Jen, they were great. I used them a lot. Now, I will say, be gentle with your adhesive at this point, because your paper has been through it, okay? I need you to picture a day. You're like, oh, I've been through it. All right, your paper has been through it with this technique. So gentle adhesive, okay? Yay, guys, I'm so excited. And I discovered it by mistake. I thought I had messed up. So, yay me. All right, so there's that. Wouldn't this be pretty with like this paper with like, if we had a star embossing folder, like that would be pretty for 4th of July or whatever. But any of the scrapbooking paper, you guys, listen to me. I don't care if you're like, I'm not scrapbooking, I'm not a scrapbooker. These scrapbooking kits are a value. They are a value. And we need to be considering them as card makers, definitely as scrapbookers, but be open to new things. They are a value. In fact, before I finish this card, I'm going to show you real quick some of the cards that we've made using this kit for the Great North American Stampin' Show. All die cuts. Everything is coming from this. Even the white is coming from it. That's one. That's one. That's one. You got a diagonal on that. That's one. That's one. I'm doing it quick. Look at that. I love that one. Look at this. This is like a gray poinsettia thing behind it. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, it's all die cuts. I mean, it's easy. It's a value because you get so much. And I've shown you little glimpses of this. And so what I'm doing with this, you're going to make this book. What I'm doing with it is I'm going to put like, okay, Matt's not watching. Trust me, my Matt. Like, dear Matt, he's my son. I love you. You're the best son, blah, blah. And then like maybe here, I would stick a gift card in, you know. And the gift cards don't have to be much. Maybe like a $5 or $10 gift card. And then I write something else. And then I put another gift card right here. And you know, maybe I put a couple of gift cards that are a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, maybe, you know, whatever. But I think this is a great gift for somebody. And if you want to make it more scrapbooky, you can. But this is one of the projects you're going to make. And then we have one more 3D that I'm not going to show you because I haven't finished it yet. But it's great. It's a great class. It's a great class. So I'll have that link there as well. All right, back to this project. Okay, now I showed you what just the embossing folder looked like in the gold, and I just have been kind of playing around. Like it's a pretty little image, but that was a little too busy once I discovered that, so I didn't want to do that. And I've shown you what it looks like in the blue, and so what I did is I punched one out with the 2 3/8 punch in the blue, and that's going to go right here. I'm also grabbing my narrow gold ribbon. Okay, and I'm going to cut myself a generous portion. All right, we're getting ready to enter the season of generous portions, right? Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, a generous portion of my ribbon. Because you guys know that, I mean, y'all who have watched me any number of times, y'all know enough about me, my little things here, right? My what is it? Eccentricities. And one of them is I hate ribbon that is too short. Hate it. I would rather waste a little bit of ribbon. Okay. All right. So this is going to go on the back here. Now this technique, if you've been watching the Great North American Stampin' Show for a while, you know that this is growth with Julie. You know it is. You know that I have complained about this for any number of times. But then I've looked at other people doing it and I'm like, well, if they can do it, I can do it. So I've played around with it. I do find this little bow is probably the easiest for me. So I put the gold behind it and I'm going to pop some dimensionals up on there. Start another sheet of dimensionals because I don't know where the sheet that I had literally 2.5 minutes ago went to. Okay. All right, that's an old one that I had on there because I pulled this off a project. Do you guys do that? Pull things apart and play around with it? I 100% all the time doing that. Okay, there we go. All right, so that's going to go there. I'm going to trim that ribbon down. I know you're like, Julie, I know you like a plethora of ribbon, but that's too much. I know. Okay. All right, so I've got that. Then I went to the Christmas Greenery stamp set and bundle. That is the one that has dies that matches that paper. Okay, and again, I know the paper's sold out. We're not going to get freaked out about that because now we know we can get that scrapbooking kit. And I went ahead and I die cut. There are dies that match this. Die cut it out. This is what the paper looks like. And again, this paper does have the gold. The scrapbook paper does not. And then that's the flip side. Okay, so I am going to put this right on there. I'll just use some adhesive with that. Okay. And Kathy, thank you when you say you learn a lot from me. I'm going to tell you, I feel like when I make stuff, I'm like, everybody knows how to do this. And I'm not lying. I know I joke around and I goof around, you guys, but I am very insecure in my stamping. And I'm not saying that to you guys because like I want you to be like, oh, you're the best. It's true. I think we all are. Whenever we make something, whether it's writing or a picture we take or whatever, and we do it and we're like, I'm going to put this out there and maybe people are going to like it. Maybe they're going to think it's horrible. But you know what I've discovered for me, you do you, but for me, I'm like, I'm just going to put me out there and it's either going to be good or it's not. And those people that aren't a fan, they won't come back and that's okay. Right? That's okay. I can't be anybody else. And honestly, neither can you. So I think on the sample that I did Noel, and I do like that, but just because we're playing around a little bit, let's see. I think Merry Christmas is too big. I think I need a smaller one. You know what I'm going to do? I know what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to do Joy. That's it. I'm going to do Joy. And I just put it right over the bow part. Okay. But I like having them all to play around with. Okay, so I've got that. So the card is, in essence, just about done. And then you can go in and go into your stash and find whatever gems and accents you have. I have, I will tell you, the iridescent gold foil ones work really, really well. What does that look like? No, it's too much. But they're lost in the abyss of the desk somewhere. But these will work. These will work. The low profile dots. And if you're in Card Club, you guys have gotten these from me before. Okay. By the way, Card Club's for anybody. You can be a demonstrator and be in Card Club. Okay. So I'm going to put several of these. Now, when I do like a little collage-y kind of thing, like a bunch of stuff together, don't be cantankers. I kind of like to put my gems in the holes, if you will, like where in the little gaps to kind of close that in. I do, I don't know if I like these better than the iridescent ones, but I like them just as good. So that's a win. There. And there you go. There's the card. That's the second card for Tuesdays. Okay. Second job for Tuesdays. Okay. All right. So card number 1. All right. Jan Vanderwecken, you're going to get this one. This one's going to Canada. It's going to Canada right there. So card number 1. And our column card that is going to Stella, that I can't find what I did with it, Stella. Oh, here it is. Here it is. That one's going to Stella. This one's going to Canada. Those are our cards. Tuesdays, 2 for Tuesday. So I'm telling you guys, Terrific Tuesdays is a good thing. It's a fun thing. So I have shown you great, I'm going to pull the camera back up. I have shown you Great North American Stamp and Show projects. I have shown you Card Club. Okay, I have one more thing I can show you, okay? So for my free class on Thursday, okay, I am using the Peaceful Garden Suite, and the way it works is you'll get the dimensionals and everything, okay? You'll get it all, so you don't have to buy anything. It's a free class, okay? But if you want to place a $75 or higher order, I will send you all the pieces and you can recreate these cards. Plus you'll get a tutorial. Okay. So the order people, they get, it's kind of like, like the VIP club. Okay. But everybody gets access to this class. So anyway, I'm going to show them real quick to you because again, 1, boom, 2, boom. This one's very simple, but I did it like that on purpose because sometimes we just need a little heartfelt prayers, right? 3, and then 4. So these are the cards that I'm going to be doing for that. And that'll be on Thursday at 11 a.m. Central Time. I'll have the replay. If you're on my email list, you'll want to be. If you're not on it, why? But you want to be on my email list because I will send out recordings and the replay and all that stuff. So you'll have that. Plus I send out tutorials. I've gotten in a group with some people that we do tutorials. So I'm going to have some free tutorials I'm going to be able to send you guys. So that'll be good. Anyway, that's what I've got for you. Okay, that's what I've got for you today. And I just hope you had the best time. I hope this was just a little break for you. And it makes me smile when I see names here that I'm like, I've never met you, but I know you. You know what I mean? I like that. So anyway, hey, thanks so much for popping in. And I'll put links to everything in the description. Give me a minute to do it, though. And I'll see you guys soon. Okay? Goodbye.